The Avengers, 2012. Full movie recap. The Avengers, directed by Joss Whedon, is the culmination of Marvel Studios' first phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, bringing together Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye to form Earth's mightiest heroes. The film delivers thrilling action, compelling character dynamics, and the beginning of the larger cosmic threat to the MCU, led by Loki and the Chitauri army. Introduction: the Tesseract and Loki's arrival. The movie opens with Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., overseeing the study of the Tesseract, an immensely powerful energy source of unknown potential. The Tesseract suddenly activates, creating a portal from which Loki, Tom Hiddleston, emerges. Loki, the god of mischief and Thor's brother, has allied himself with an alien race known as the Chitauri, who have promised to help him conquer Earth in exchange for the Tesseract. Loki quickly subdues Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, and Dr. Eric Selvig, Stellan Skarsgård, both of whom fall under his mind control, and escapes with the Tesseract. Recognizing the severity of the situation, Nick Fury initiates the Avengers Initiative, a plan to unite the world's most powerful heroes to stop Loki. Assembling the Avengers, Fury sends Natasha Romanoff / Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, to recruit Bruce Banner / the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, who has been hiding in India. Banner, though wary of becoming the Hulk, agrees to join the effort for the sake of tracking the Tesseract, since his expertise in gamma radiation may be key to finding it. Meanwhile, Agent Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg, approaches Tony Stark / Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., who reluctantly agrees to join after being briefed on the situation by Fury. Stark's company, Stark Industries, previously worked with S.H.I.E.L.D., and his advanced tech expertise is valuable to the mission. Steve Rogers / Captain America, Chris Evans, still adjusting to life in the 21st century after being frozen for nearly 70 years, is also recruited. He is eager to take action and stop the new threat that Loki poses. The heroes converge on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, where they are briefed on Loki's intentions to use the Tesseract to open a portal, allowing the Chitauri to invade Earth. The heroes, despite their immense individual abilities, have trouble trusting each other and working as a team. Thor's return and Loki's plan. As the Avengers attempt to track Loki, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, arrives on Earth, transported by the Bifrost. Thor confronts Loki and tries to persuade him to return to Asgard, but Loki refuses, intent on ruling Earth. Thor's arrival leads to a brief but intense fight with Iron Man and Captain America, showcasing the heroes' reluctance to trust one another. Loki eventually allows himself to be captured, knowing that his true plan requires the Avengers to be divided. On board the helicarrier, tensions rise as Loki's manipulation begins to work. Stark and Rogers clash over their differing views on leadership, with Stark's rebellious nature conflicting with Rogers' strict adherence to duty. Meanwhile, Bruce Banner struggles to control his transformation into the Hulk, and Natasha works to free Hawkeye from Loki's mind control. Loki's capture is revealed to be a distraction, as his plan is to unleash the Hulk on the helicarrier and sow chaos among the Avengers. The helicarrier attack and Hulk's rampage. Loki's plan comes to fruition when Hawkeye, still under mind control, leads an assault on the helicarrier. In the chaos, Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk, causing massive destruction on board. The Avengers are forced to deal with the Hulk's uncontrollable rage, while Loki escapes the helicarrier. Despite the turmoil, Natasha is able to free Hawkeye from Loki's influence, and the Avengers begin to regroup. Stark, Rogers, and Romanoff realize that Loki's true goal is to use the Tesseract to open a portal over New York City, allowing the Chitauri army to invade. The Battle of New York, Avengers assemble. The final act of the movie takes place in New York City, where Loki sets up a device on top of Stark Tower to open a portal using the Tesseract. The portal opens, and the Chitauri begin pouring into the city, attacking civilians and destroying everything in their path. The Avengers, now fully assembled, arrive in New York to confront Loki and the Chitauri. In an iconic scene, the heroes Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye stand united for the first time, ready to defend the city. This marks the beginning of the famous line, Avengers Assemble. Each Avenger uses their unique abilities in the battle. Iron Man flies through the city, taking out Chitauri ships, while Captain America leads ground forces and protects civilians. Thor calls down lightning, devastating the Chitauri, and Hulk smashes through enemies with brute strength. Black Widow and Hawkeye work together to disable the portal's device and fight Loki's minions. The highlight of the battle is the incredible teamwork displayed by the Avengers, something that had been missing earlier in the film. They learn to trust each other and work together to hold off the alien invasion. Iron Man's sacrifice. As the Chitauri invasion intensifies, the World Security Council, in a last-ditch effort to stop the invasion, launches a nuclear missile aimed at Manhattan. Iron Man intercepts the missile and carries it through the portal into space, redirecting it to the Chitauri mothership, which is destroyed in a massive explosion. With the mothership destroyed, the Chitauri forces on Earth are instantly disabled. Iron Man, having nearly sacrificed himself, falls back through the portal just as it closes, unconscious and plummeting toward the ground. In a tense moment, the Hulk catches him, saving his life. Stark regains consciousness, and the Avengers take a moment to celebrate their victory. Loki's defeat and aftermath. With the Chitauri army defeated, the Avengers confront Loki, who is powerless without his army. Thor returns Loki and the Tesseract to Asgard to answer for his crimes, leaving Earth in peace for the time being. In the aftermath, the Avengers go their separate ways, but they leave behind the foundation of a new Team Earth's mightiest heroes, ready to assemble again when the next great threat arises. Mid-credits scene, the introduction of Thanos. The mid-credits scene introduces the larger cosmic threat looming over the MCU. Thanos. The Chitauri leader, who had been working with Loki, reports their defeat to Thanos, who smiles ominously, hinting at his role as the overarching villain for future films. Breakdown themes, characters, and key moments. Teamwork and trust. The central theme of the Avengers is teamwork and learning to trust each other. Each Avenger has their unique personality, and much of the film focuses on their internal conflicts. Iron Man's arrogance, Captain America's rigid sense of duty, and Thor's sense of godly entitlement all contribute to early tensions. It's only when they put aside their differences that they can function as a unified force. Loki as the villain. Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston, is one of the MCU's most charismatic and complex villains. His motivations are driven by a mix of jealousy toward Thor and a desire for power. Loki's manipulations work because he understands the weaknesses of each Avenger, exploiting their insecurities. Spectacle and action. The film's action sequences, particularly the Battle of New York, are some of the most iconic in superhero cinema. Each Avenger's fighting style is showcased, from Iron Man's high-tech attacks to Hulk's sheer force. The battle is not just a fight for survival, but a demonstration of how the Avengers have come together as a team. Humor and heart. Joss Whedon's signature mix of humor and heart is evident throughout the film. The banter between characters, particularly Tony Stark's quips and Hulk's smashing moments, lightens the tone without detracting from the stakes of the battle. Foundation of the MCU. The Avengers is a monumental film because it not only unites the superheroes for the first time, but also lays the foundation for the larger cosmic narrative of the MCU. The introduction of Thanos sets the stage for future films, leading to the Infinity Saga. The Avengers, 2012, is a groundbreaking film that successfully brings together an ensemble cast of superheroes, delivering epic action, compelling character dynamics, and memorable moments that solidify it as one of the most influential superhero movies of all time. The movie marks a turning point in the MCU, establishing the Avengers as Earth's protectors and setting up larger threats for the future.